Pat Solitano is a heavily injured husband. Before the incident on Sunday, it is clearly explained in the beginning of the film that it was his favorite day of the week. But with the betrayal he witnessed firsthand on that day left his heart scarred. It severely caused chaos in his mind that his bipolar disorder was made worse. He was erratic at times you would not expect, traumatized to the point where he loses control whenever he hears the wedding song that played during Sunday. Throughout the film, we can see his obsession over the past, always trying to convince himself that there's still hope. This is the conflict, the center idea of the film. He wanted to believe in himself and in Nikki, that their love is indescribable, something that, despite the awkwardness everyone feels around them, it only feels natural for them. I believe that the hope he clings onto throughout the film was merely an act of desperation. While everyone else had already moved past the incident and does not wish to delve further deeper, Pat feels as if something can still be salvaged despite their off tracks. His parents, Pat Sr. and Dolores, tried to get him back through reality, but at the same time walking beside him to ease the pain of falling back down again. Though he does not show it, he tries his best to show a behavior that would be acceptable to Nikki, with how he walks, how he talks, how he interacts with other people in his environment. It would be as if his actions are constantly monitored by the ghost of what once was. Then came Tiffany Maxwell, a daring, young, and grieving lady that became a nuance to Pat's life. Little by little, he is introduced to many things that he found difficult to accept, wanting to live a life that is free from constant watch and sorrow that Tiffany wanted to express, in which she did, through dancing. Now they had a goal, one that was not all grandiose but enough to keep Pat motivated. In fact, through the use of cinema technique, Soviet montage, little by little we can see the large cliff between Pat and Tiffany start to narrow down as they commit their time to practicing the dance. Of course, in the end, what is good about it is, despite the typical approach to the cliché of the protagonists dedicating their time for practice and battling with professionals, you cannot help but cheer for them and hope that it will follow the idea of them unexpectedly winning. Still, they were humans that were going through a rough, hard time, and it just so happened that Tiffany wanted to express her last wish through the dance. This then gave hope to Tiffany, not in the sense of desperation, but hoping for a chance that things will become better. A change of pace, perhaps. Nevertheless, the sudden appearance of Pat's former lover shattered her heart. The world that she has been trying to build back up. This which comes to an end, for she never had any chance to begin with. Yet, Pat knew. Those dance lessons at first glance would only seem senseless, but deep inside him, something was brewing that he thought would never happen again. A feeling of confusion, helplessness, anger, and finally, hope. The hope that once clung onto Tiffany was now transferred to Pat. In that moment, rather, in those moments of spending time together, something so significant changed the two people with a broken past were mended in but a single moment in time. Pat Solitano came to like Sunday again. Overall, with the excellent use of soundtracks, sudden absence of sound, the ever so moving camera techniques, the sheer amount of emotion, the repetition of the daily routine of Pat Solitano, yet day by day something is added to the mix that it transforms from mundane to interesting. It is truly a film that personally resonates to those who had experienced betrayal, the desire of knowing the answer on how can we forgive and move on. A film that was able to close a pitiful chapter on Pat's life and introduce hope in the sense that he is allowed to love again, which can be said the same for Tiffany Maxwell. Truly, a well-paced film that was able to make the audience hold their breath and hope for something positive. That is Silver Linings Playbook. Also, cowboys are cowards. Go Eagles.
Cowboys are cowards. No. And I bet you're such a coward you won't take the 10.